In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create this really cool multi-use stepped pavilion in Revit, and we're going to be making it quickly and easily. Let's go. Now quickly, before we jump into Revit, I would just like to ask you to check out my website, balkanarchitect.com. We are an Autodesk authorized training center and we offer certified Autodesk training, and we have courses on many different topics in Revit. Link to balkanarchitect.com is going to be up in the cards above and also down in the description of this video. And also a shout out to the YouTube channel, The Adam. That's where I found the idea for this video. So now, without any further ado, let's jump straight into Revit. And here we are in Revit. I'm in the floor plan view, and I'm just going to get started by creating a stair first. So let's go to the stair tool, and then I'm going to go here to the properties, change it to monolithic stair, and for the edit type settings, I'm going to go to run type and change the run type structural depth to 4000 millimeters. So it's going to be the full height of the stair. That's going to make sense in a few moments now. So I'm just going to click OK. And then also for the desired number of steps, I'm going to go with a number that's divided by 3. Again, that's going to make sense in a few moments. Plus 1, because Revit usually takes away 1 step. It's going to kind of consider the floor the final step. So I'm just going to go with 22. So 21 for being divided by 3 plus 1 gives us 22. Hit apply. Okay, so I'm going to jump here to the railing settings and I'm going to set this to none because I don't want any railings. And finally, I'm going to change the actual run width to 1500 millimeters, hit enter, and now let's place it. So I'm just going to click once for the first point, click again, and there we go. We have 22 risers. That's exactly what we want. Hit finish, go to the 3D view, and this is what we have. We're going to be creating the seating at every 3 risers. So that's why I went with 22, because that's 21, which is divided by 3. And then we have plus 1 because Revit tends to use the kind of the floor on top as the final riser. So at the end, we have 21 risers. And also I've set the depth to 4000 millimeters. So this is kind of filled out with that stair. But of course, if you don't want this approach, you can approach it differently and perhaps place a wall here to mask it off and so on. So now I'm just going to change this to level 1, zoom in, and let's place a floor. So for that, let's go to the floor tool. I'm going to pick out this floor type, and then I'm going to use a rectangle just to place it like so. So I'm going to go with something like this. I think this would work. And then I'm just going to use pick lines to pick this line, and then let's use trim and extend to corner to fix it up here and here, and hit finish. Okay, now in the 3D view, you can see this is obviously at the wrong position. So we want to make the thickness of this the size of 3 risers, and we also want to kind of align it at the bottom of the stair. But for that, let's go to the south elevation, and then let's measure out what are 3 risers. So I'm just going to use the measure between 2 references, go from this point to this point. So that's 3 risers. I can simply select this, copy to copy, Control C to copy. Then I would go to, let's go to the 3D view, for example. I can select this, go into edit type. We can duplicate this one, call it the new floor. Click OK, go to structure, click on edit, and then just paste in the value here. Hit OK, apply, OK, so it's thicker, and then we can also give it that offset. So Control V to paste, and now as you can see, it aligns perfectly with that 3rd riser, or top of the 3rd riser. Now I can go to the south elevation, I can select this, and then I'm just going to copy it up. So just go to copy, and then make sure constraint is checked off, and copy it up like so. Hit the escape key a couple of times, and now I'm going to open up the site plan, so just to make this a bit easier. And here I'm going to create 2 reference planes also to make it easier for myself. So for that, let's go to architecture, let's then go to reference plane, place one like so, and then another one like this. Hit the escape key a couple of times, and then this I'll set to 3000 millimeters on this end, and this one I'm going to set at 2000 millimeters from here. Perfect. And this is going to make a lot more sense in a moment now when I select this floor, go into edit boundary, and then I'm going to draw a line going from the third step up to this point or this reference plane and then down to this intersection. Hit the escape key a couple of times, go to trim and extend to corner, trim it up like so, and then hit finish. So now when we go to the 3D view, this is what that looks like. So now I'm just going to be repeating this all the way up to the top of the stair, and we're going to fast forward that because it's pretty repetitive. And once we're done, this is what we get. So it's already starting to look nice. Now we want to fillet these edges to make them even nicer. So for that, what you want to do is you just want to select the floor, go into edit boundary, go to fillet arc, and then check the radius on, and I'm just going to set this to 2000 millimeters in this case. And then I'm just going to apply that fillet like so, hit finish. Then I can just double click on the second one, fillet arc, check the radius on, and then just do that. And I'm simply going to be repeating this for the rest of these floors. And in the end, this is what that looks like. Okay, finally, just for kind of the final touch, let's make sure that this looks a bit more elegant. So I'm going to achieve that by using the join geometry tool. And then I'm just going to join all of these floors together, just to make them look a bit nicer. Now you can notice that we can't really join the floor with the stair, and that leaves us with a few of these ugly lines. Now you can fix that by using the line work tool over here, and then I'm just going to set this to invisible lines. Now you want to be careful and of course not use this tool too often, but this is just the approach we're going to be using. There we go. So as you can see, we just have to click on kind of each element and it's going to hide that. Then we want to hide this line, so we have to click a few times. Also, we want to hide this line, but not like that. So I think I can move it like so. There we go. Use the tab key to kind of find the line of the stair. There we go. So I've hidden this properly, and then I can just continue to do this. So for example here, I can hide it, then move this point back like so, use the tab key to click again, and then again use the tab key to find that point and click, and then here it's the same story. So you click, you move this down, you use the tab key and hide kind of the part of the stair, and then again I would just repeat this for the rest of this to get the final result. And at the end, this is what we have. As you can see, it looks very artistic, very nice. I really liked how this pavilion turned out. So there you go. Thank you for watching. If you want to get this Revit project file, you can find this project file and all of my other Revit project files from my YouTube tutorials on my Patreon page. The link is going to be up in the cards above and also down in the description of this video. Thank you for watching, guys. Make sure to check out my website, balkanarchitect.com, for more Revit courses. There I have over 120 hours of content, and I'm adding more each week. Make sure to subscribe for more videos, and also I've added a video over there that might interest you as well.